Thank you so much for staying with Citizen Weekend, and time now for Fashion Watch. It's exciting, it's a new year, and I'm so glad to have our resident panelists back in studio. Let me introduce them to you. For those of you back at home who are catching Fashion Watch for the very first time, it's an amazing, exciting new season. Let me introduce our panelists to you, starting with Ian Mbogwa. He is our resident panelist on Fashion Watch. He is a thespian. He's been on Tasker Project fame. He is that judge that tells it as it is, and he is our judge right here on Fashion Watch. Carol Odero, of course, fashion journalist. She's our resident panelist on Fashion Watch, and we're glad she's back this season with us. Robert Borale, he's a motivational speaker, he's an image consultant, and he's back on the Fashion Watch with us this season. And of course, Annabelle Onyango, she is a celebrity fashion stylist, and she is our resident panelist here on the Fashion Watch. So it's a new year. We're looking at the new trends. Are we wearing what we wore in 2014? What is different in 2015? And let me start with the Bingwa Music Awards. And this was held at the Michael Joseph Center last weekend. A number of celebrities there being fitted and, of course, being celebrated. And let's take a look at who was there. And let's start with Jaguar. Jaguar has been trending of late because of his collabo with Iyanya from Nigeria, 1 centimeter away. And of course, he's supposed to be one of the moneyed artists around, one of the loaded artists around. So I want to start with you, Ian. What are your thoughts on Jaguar's look?
He needs to style up because he always dresses like that. And for somebody who's got that kind of cash, he needs a stylist. Yes, he really does.
Carol, what are your thoughts on Jaguar's look? This is an awards ceremony of sorts, and this is what he chose to wear. Appropriate?
Well, it is so inappropriate. I am actually quite baffled. There is a point where, as an artist, you need to grow from a boy into a man. All the hip-hop artists do it. Jay-Z, 50 Cent, whoever you think of. When it comes to an award ceremony, you need to dress up. You need to show up, and you need even if you want to connect with your audience and your people, and then that's why you think you need to dress like this. You can do that during the concert, but when you're doing an award show, that's when you're bringing your top game. And especially for someone like him, he's so prominent, and he's already doing collabos, and he wants to be international, he wants to be taken seriously, he needs to look the part. He isn't looking it.
Robert, okay, first of all, do you like this look? And if you don't like it, what would you have had him wear?
He just needs to move on from this. Yes, when you're doing your video, you can dress like this. But when you're going for such an event with a man who has the kind of wallet and financial elasticity like him, he needs to dress better. When you look at the Nigerian artists, yes, they might have the do-rags in the video, but when they go out there in the red carpet events, they have their A game, the nice suit, and it just takes you to a higher level. It must speak for you. Okay. So I think he needs to move on from here.
He needs to move on from that. Annabelle, what would you have dressed Jaguar in for this particular event?
Now, I see what everyone else is saying, but Jaguar, at the end of the day, he's an artist. He's an artist, so he's wearing leather. Everybody knows I love leather. Like, I would literally dress you in leather from Monday to Monday. So I feel the leather vibe. I don't think he needs to be in a tuxedo just because he's on a red carpet event, but I do think that he needs to take it up a notch. So if that's the look that he's committed to, I feel like he needs to really take it home. So if he's going to wear leather, or he's going to be minimal, or he's going to wear a gold chain, you know, let it be a big gold chain, you know, let it be full leather, let it be styled, let it be artistic. So I think he looks okay, like you said, for a music video, maybe for an appearance, but he needs to, if he's going to commit to that leather look, he needs to take it all the way.
Okay, all right. And let's move on to the next person that showed up there. This is Avril. And Avril, of course, is a curvy girl, hippie girl. And I want to talk about patterns and print and what have you, starting with you, Annabelle. How would you have dressed Avril? Is this appropriate for her hourglass figure? What do you think?
I mean, Avril, I just did a shoot with her a month ago. We did a commercial together, and she is a really beautiful girl. Like, she's petite, and she's curvaceous, and she has a really banging body. I'm just surprised to see her, I guess, accepting an award in such a casual ensemble. Stripes are unforgiving, but that's not even the point here. I think the point is that you're on a red carpet, you're receiving an award. wear a gown, you know, bring it. Show us why you are deserving of that award. And I think here she's not doing her beauty any justice.
Okay. Do you agree, Robert? What are your thoughts?
Totally. I actually saw her sometime last week at the Stanley, and she was in a very nice dress, a red dress, and she looked absolutely fantastic. Today you'd think she's going to go on race course for horse riding. Just stick to your dress. She has a very, very good body. One of the smartest celebrities we have. So I think she didn't do herself a lot of favors here today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carol, horse riding, is that a bit harsh? What do you
Well, I think it's because of the tights. But again, this doesn't do her any favors. It seems to hit all the points that she would probably want to camouflage or to accentuate in a different way. And, you know, she's quite attractive and she has a huge fan base. And there was a way that she could have actually brought that to the runway, to the stage. You know, she can be glamorous and she is glamorous, but this doesn't seem to reflect any of that. It doesn't show Avril as we have come to know her.
Okay. Ian?
Well, she's dressed better than the guy who's handing out the awards, that's for sure.
Wow.
That's all I can say.
But you like this look?
No, no.
It's
She can do, and I've seen her do a lot better than that.
Okay, so it's not doing anything for you. Okay, so celebrities, it's a red carpet event, show up, you know, in a gown, like Annabelle said. Put a little bit of effort into what you wear. And this is Amelina. Okay, yeah, let's start with you, Ian. She was on Tasker Project fame. You've worked with her.
She's very talented, very talented. I can't quite see what's at the bottom.
I think it's a pair of pants underneath
Matching
a sheer
the-
caftan of some kind.
Yes. It's okay. It's just okay. Yeah.
It's okay. Annabelle, what are your thoughts? I mean, in terms of red carpet and just the fact that we're trying to move away from the conventional. What do you think about Amelina's look?
I mean, I think I guess it could be considered unconventional, but not in a way that is formal or deserving to be on a red carpet or a blue carpet, as the case may be. And like, I don't know if the head wrap is her signature. I don't know. I'm not familiar with her. But I just feel like this is a Saturday afternoon outfit, you know, and you're on a red carpet. Like, be prepared. Have something made for yourself. Order something online. Get a tailor. Get a stylist. But come to the red carpet like a star.
Okay. All right. Robert.
I'm a great believer of your personality must rhyme with your dressing. For example, when I went to Lulumbella, who did this top and says, this looks like you. She has swag. This lady has swag. She has there's a vavavoom about her. So the dressing for me is too laid back. It does not go with her personality. Saturday afternoon when you have visitors to watch Man U thrashing Chelsea, fine, but not for such an event.
Wow. Carol.
Well, I am all for individuality, especially on the red carpet, but first, there are two things that you need to consider. If you're going to be individual on the red carpet, you need to know who you are. And you need to have a very consistent message that you've been putting across with your outfits. This doesn't translate because we don't know what Amelina's personality is like when she dresses up. So we don't have anything to base this judgment on. So for me, it's just sticking out. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And let's take a look at what's next. This is KAG Monga. Super talented producer, director, songwriter. We had him on set the other day on one-on-one, and of course he's written Sauti Soul's Nishike. I want to start with you, Ian. This is again at the Bingwa Awards, so this is the same event that Jaguar, Avril, and Amelina were at.
This is much better than what the others have won. He took some time to dress himself. So this is much better. Yes.
Caroline?
Well, he's put in a great deal of effort. He's good looking. I'll give him that. What I wish he'd done different probably would have been a nice fit of pants. The pants don't fit as well as they should have. That's the only thing that's making the outfit not work. Otherwise, it's great. It's right on point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Annabelle, for somebody who wants to dress down at tax, what would you have advised KAG? Because one almost gets the impression that perhaps he didn't want to come out as too stiff and too formal, and so he opted for a different pair of pants that perhaps don't go with a jacket. What do you think? How do you advise people who don't want to just do the full tax?
Yeah, Lillian, you nailed it on the head. It looks, I mean, you can tell that he tried to dress up, so we'll give him credit for that. There's a bow tie and there's a tuxedo jacket. But the pants are out of place, they're khakis. He should have worn a black pant. Now, if you don't want to look so conventional and look like a penguin and wear your penguin suit, you can always, for example, remove the bow tie. Removing a bow tie and buttoning your shirt all the way to the top without adding sort of a cravat or a tie, it's a very contemporary way of dressing up. Another thing you can do is you can wear, for example, an unconventional fabric shirt. Like I know that I have dressed people in like a denim shirt, say, with a tie or a bow tie, and then you wear your penguin suit, your black tux and your black tux pants. So I think there are ways that maybe stylists know better about that you can play around with your outfit without seeming too conventional and too serious.
Okay. Robert.
I think he's pulled it off well. Only the trousers fitted a little bit more. I am not a great believer of men in studs. Does he have a stud or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just for me, what I say is that with this kind of dressing, the stud reduces the seriousness. If he had the big jeans
it's a
and
music event,
it does
and
not
he's
matter.
an artist.
I speak totally on image.
And he's
I
cute,
don't know about being cute or not.
Very cute.
But
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
wrong
No,
with
for
you,
me,
Grandpa?
you know,
I like
white
it.
hair. No, I'll say this. I'm not the best fashionista, but I speak in an image because I'm the kind of guy who says you are dressed by the way you're dressed.
Okay,
it's
but
like
Jaguar
wearing...
is around 23. I think he's around 23 or 24.
Find the way he is.
Yeah.
He fits the
It's like wearing a nice Giorgio Armani suit, then you wear rubber shoes.
Oh,
Something small.
There's nothing wrong
can.
with
No. Sometimes, let me tell you, we push it too much.
Oh, come now.
Let me tell you, we mess by trying to go over the top. Let's remain in the confines of acceptability
I
and
think-
Now,
smart.
if you had a big earring or something hanging, that would be something different. But that's a stud.
I don't agree with it.
Okay, what do you guys think?
I used to have one. I'm trying to block it.
What do you guys think? The hashtag is fashion watch. That's what Robert thinks. I think everybody here is in total disagreement. Everybody thinks KAG looks fantastic. Robert has an issue with the earring, but what are your thoughts? The hashtag is fashion watch. Let us know. Okay, let's move this along to... Of course, this is Will Broda, Jackie, and she plays the role of Papa Shirandula's wife right here on Citizen TV. So I'm seeing Ian struggling just to actually see who this is because she's of course not in character right now. This is Jackie as we know her at events. What do you think?
Well, Jackie, whenever she goes for such events, she always dresses up. She's a sharp dresser, and she takes time to look for good outfits so that it completely changes from the Will Broda, and this is something from head to toe. She is a dresser.
Okay, Carol, do you like this look?
Oh, I like it quite a bit. The whole aspect of red carpet is transforming yourself into the best version of yourself, the most glamorous version of yourself. And she's always so good at stepping out of character and moving into a glamorous zone. She is very clear, and this is what I meant, you have to know who you are. So there is a bank of looks that she has that we know this is how she looks like on the red carpet, this is how she looks like as Will Broda, and she's very clear and specific on that. So this is quite in line with exactly who she is. So I like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Annabelle, your thoughts?
I mean, she looks great. I really appreciate the simplicity of the silhouette that she's wearing. I love I mean, she cleans up really well, and I think she's done it. We always talk about less is more on this show. Less is more. She's worn a black sheath dress, and she's cinched herself at her smallest part, which is her waist. I really like that cutout. I don't know what if that's a cutout on sort of on her bust. And she's put her hair up in a nice updo. This is a woman who is walking the red carpet.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's move on to the next image, and then we'll talk to Robert. This is a couple that's out on the blue carpet. Just again, red carpet event. I'm not quite sure if they're artists or if they were getting awards. But Robert, what are your thoughts on that particular? And particularly, let's begin with the gentleman. You know, just what he has going on there: the jeans, the brown shoe, the jacket, the hat, and what have you.
I don't know what's going on in this industry in as far as the red carpet is concerned, because he is not dressed for the red carpet.
Absolutely.
He could be smart for another function.
No, he cannot be smart for anything.
Maybe the small sister's graduation party.
No,
But for a red carpet,
that is not smart at all. Nothing fits.
Okay, and it's too busy. It's too busy. The hat, the brown shoes, the jeans, the big shirt. The pose is okay, but I think he's tried too hard. It's not red carpet at all. It's no carpet at all. It's no carpet. Yeah, it's no carpet.
Okay, Ian, what did you mean by it's not fitting? Because there are people who prefer...
No. Nothing fits there. Nothing. The jacket looks big. The jeans are...
Who is he?
Baggy.
I don't know. They're baggy. I don't know whether that's the shirt that's sticking out. Nothing fits. Probably the hat. Even the shoes look a bit too big.
I could be abusing my cousin. Who is he?
Okay.
Well, you know.
So for I mean, Carol, is it wrong to wear clothes that are not, because not everybody is into this skinny look, and there are people who just prefer not to have things things too packed into, yeah. So so what are your thoughts on guys who prefer to not wear their jeans skinny? What would be a better alternative? Ian says this is too big, but perhaps for this guy, this is just his everyday look.
Big. See, there is actually a size that you normally have. Most guys tend to wear a size bigger, generally speaking. I do not understand why.
They think they'll grow into it.
But generally speaking, there are rules as to how your clothes are supposed to fit, whether or not they're tight or they're baggy. There's a way that the blazer is supposed to fit across the shoulders. It's not. Because if it doesn't fit across the shoulders, it means it looks sloppy. There's a way the jeans is supposed to fit from the waist to the leg, all the way the inseam, and it doesn't fit like that. So even if whatever style he chooses, whether it's skinny jeans, whether it's a regular fit, it's supposed to be something that's skimming his silhouette. It's supposed to show his body, not obliterate any sense of style that he might have, you know.
Okay, let's move on. And this is the same event. Annabelle, I want your thoughts on this look. Is this more red carpety for you? What are your thoughts on both
Well,
those
coming
outfits?
from where we have been, I would say this is a vast improvement. So even though we're seeing a lot of leg, which is nothing wrong with a lot of leg, it's not my preferred silhouette. I mean, that's, what do you call this, high-low? High-low?
Yeah.
Kind of like a, but that, I can't even see what they're wearing because I see a scrunchie in her hair. I see a white scrunchie in her hair. If you look carefully, she has a white scrunchie in her hair.
Yes.
And that to me is such a cardinal sin that I can't even move past it, and I have nothing left to say except the white scrunchie.
Lose the scrunchies. For those of you who don't know what a scrunchie is, it's a hairband. I think that's
A
Kenyan
scrunchy
speak.
one.
Yeah, a scrunchy hairband. That's Kenyan speak for that. So no, just, yeah, Annabelle says, no, the scrunchie has to go. Robert.
All right, before you throw stones at me, I'm a great believer of being given something to work with. Don't show me too much, too easily. You understand? I like the now you see, now you don't kind of thing. I think even the pose is like, see what, you know? And Ian, do you agree with me?
It was deliberate. Yeah,
Yes.
that's deliberate.
And there's
That's
this thing,
very
and I want to advise people, there's this thing when you look at the fashion magazines or these newspapers and people pose like someone is scratching their back. And just take it easy, you know, just
chill.
Just chill. I mean, take 2 Panadols and just take it easy. But you know, you get people doing this, it's like they have a backache or the spinal cord has issues. Just take it. In fact, calmness personified is class. So don't try too hard, almost wanting to kick the cameraman. You understand? So please, just take it easy, have class, and swag is in calmness.
Okay, you've said swag one too many times tonight. I think we need to ban that word. Ian, do you agree? Do you agree with what Robert just said?
Yes, I do agree. That was really unnecessary. That pose was really unnecessary. But having said that, these ladies have put in a great effort.
Yes.
To stand out and to appear glamorous in such a function.
Okay, all right, thanks for that. And moving on now to the launch of the Nairobi Restaurant Week, and this was at the Best Western Hotel. This was an afternoon affair, and I want to start with you, Annabelle, on the print once again. What are your thoughts on this, on what this girl has on?
Cute, cute, cute. What she's wearing here, I guess, is an interpretation of this pajama trend.
Yeah.
And what the pajama trend is you know, loose-fitting slacks and a loose-fitting top. You would usually intuitively you would wear loose and then tight on top, or the other way around. But with the pajama trend, everything is kind of loose. But the way she's done it here, it doesn't look like pajamas. She's wearing a silk top with the print pants, and I love that she's paired it with a nude shoe, because then the shoe doesn't compete with the outfit for attention. And I think she looks perfectly great for afternoon do.
Okay, Carol, your thoughts?
Well, it seems like Annabella said everything. But when you're looking at going for a brunch and a middle of the day kind of thing, this is exactly what you wear. Something light, something easy, something you can sit down in, and it's casual with something more polished to it. A lot of people always think that if you're wearing something in the afternoon, you can just throw anything and be whatever. But, you know, if you bring some element of class to it, then it can end up working just like she has made it work.
Okay. Robert, no skin showing there, but still elegant, really written all over this young lady. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely fantastic. Even the pose. No, seriously, it speaks a lot. You know, she's not working too hard to try and get attention. The camera just loves her.
Yeah.
When you try too much, you lose it.
Okay, Ian?
Looks very nice, very nice. Very simple, and yet she looks absolutely right.
Okay, good. So that's a nod from the panel. And again, yes, same event, of course. Afternoon, she's got the gladiator sandals. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this look, Annabelle?
She's just realized they're gladiator sandals.
Actually, I didn't see, because the color of her sandals blends in with her skin.
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, that's quite a bold look. I actually quite like it now that I see that it's a knee-high sandal. So I quite like it. It's a little bit on the casual side for me. I would have probably belted it or something else. I don't know. I feel like it's lacking some star appeal. So I think as a stylist, I would have probably belted it and cinched her waist so it's a little more flattering. But she's cute.
What do you think about the bag?
I mean, if you ask me, I'm such an extremist. I don't even think girls should wear bags to events anymore. I think you should have your cell phone and your lipstick, and that's it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I agree. The outfit together with the bag, they don't go together.
Well, the bag is a bit too formal. That's why it doesn't work. If she would have taken something more, you know, something almost beachy or picnicky, then it would have worked with this. So something smaller. This is a little too formal. It's almost like she stepped out of the office and carried the office bag to go for a casual
it's
event.
very clunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Robert, of course.
I don't like it. The dress is like an apology.
An apology of what?
It's just apologizing. It's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right. It doesn't look proper. I don't know if it's a style. Pardon my ignorance if it is. There's a bit of hanging on one side, and if it's a style, then it doesn't. Maybe the camera got at the wrong pose. Maybe there's wind blowing back.
It's an easy wear.
Fine, but it's easily getting it wrong. Look at one side is I mean, I don't know.
And you know, I think, Robert, you've touched on a very important topic, and this is on the, of course, we have the selfie craze going on. Everybody's blowing up Instagram and what have you, and you're talking about poses. So everybody's excited about taking photos. But so what are you saying? Ideally, people should just stiffen up and take their photos.
Like, for example, I was walking in town and I saw some ladies taking a selfie, and their lips were like this. That needs to end.
That's not going to end.
Yeah, that's not ending.
Selfies, they always do
start a campaign?
faces. No.
Okay, but okay, I don't
pouting.
know.
Girls think it's sexy.
Okay, fine. They think it's sexy.
Yeah.
They think wrong.
I just think guys shouldn't do it, but it's
If a guy does it, he needs to be slapped. But Lillian, I'm a great believer of working it, not trying too hard.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll be looking at Robert's photos next week. Let's take a look at your tweets. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Keep talking to us. We want to know what your thoughts are. Julius Yabunga, I love Fashion Watch. This show teaches me quite a lot of fashion basics. Thanks, Julius. Big Harry, loving the discussion on Fashion Watch. I think Jaguar could have done better. By the way, Jaguar is my friend. Jaguar, no pun intended. Mbaya Wayne, I think artists should make more effort when dressing for events. Okay, so you agree?
Yes.
Damaris, KAG Monga's look is great. Loving the show. and Kenyan celebs need to invest in stylists.
Absolutely.
And yes, they are right here, guys. Look them up.
Well
Mrs.
said, Missy.
Carlett. Okay, so as we close, Annabelle, what are we completely not bringing from 2014 to 2015? What do you think? Okay, you hate the scrunchie, but what do you think should be done away with completely? What is so 2014?
Well, I think what is so 2014 is not dressing up to an event like we've just seen today. If you're an artist, you're a performer, or you're a guest, you're an invitee, honor the people who are inviting you, honor the event, honor your presence by making an effort. You know, effort, I think, is rewarded. You look great, you enjoy yourself, you're confident, and it just elevates the event that you're at. So I would say leave underdressing at events, at red carpet events, in 2014. In 2015, prepare, think ahead, get a stylist, look online, do your research, try harder.
Okay, Robert.
Be calm. I don't like people who are very smart and they walk like, can you see me? Can you see me? Just walk like, and you know everybody's looking at you, but just concentrate, go and sit down. But the people who walk like, if you don't look at them, they get offended. You are dressed by the way you're dressed.
Classic.
You are addressed by the way you are dressed. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Carol.
Well, I would say that people need to go back to the basics. Underwear, shoes, accessories, pay attention to the details. Know your body type. Don't dress like A because your body is B. Know yourself, know yourself, know yourself, and personalize your style. That is the key to looking good at any occasion and anywhere you go, even if you're in bed. Just personalize and know yourself. That's it.
Okay, and Ian, I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Who's
Thank
that
you.
by?
It's made by an up-and-coming designer called Karemi. Yes, she made it.
Wow, it's fantastic. It's beautiful.
I think this thing of getting stylists is very, very important. And don't just buy clothes off the rack and expect them to fit you. They most likely will not. So, and you'd rather have fewer clothes that fit you well than so many clothes that do not fit you properly. Okay. Yes.
Thank you for that. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Talk to us. Send in your pictures, actually, using hashtag Fashion Watch. If you spot somebody somewhere that you think didn't quite get it right, share with us on Twitter. Our hashtag is Fashion Watch. Tweet pic, and we'll be displaying those photos for you in coming shows. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you again next week. Have a lovely evening. Good night.